Local news about local people. This is Newslink Indiana.
Hello and thank you for joining us at newslinkindiana.com. I'm Abby Walton. Ball State staff and students took advantage of a chance to get up close and personal with Indiana Governor Mitch Daniels. Newslink Indiana's Brant Showalter explains how the governor's visit was an attention grabber.
It started the moment he stepped off the bus. Meeting and greeting is part of the job when you're the governor, and it's a part that Governor Mitch Daniels looks forward to.
First of all, it's fun if you enjoy it, as I do. It's also the way to learn.
And the people he meets seem to enjoy it too.
What really amazed me was he wasn't interested in talking about business or politics. He really just wanted to get to know us. He asked each of us our names and remembered it at the end of lunch.
Throughout his visit, the governor ran into many strong supporters. Ball State freshman Season Davis even asked him to talk to her dad on the phone.
Well, I just came from Buffalo, and I've sure been to Winfield.
A group of students had the privilege of eating lunch with the governor. They had no problems having a conversation with the powerful politician.
Just like I was having lunch with a professor or something, not the governor of Indiana.
He's just like your mother or father, frankly, and he just wants to have a conversation and, hear how you're doing and what's your major and where'd you come from.
There were some that saw the governor in a more negative light, but he says that just comes with the territory.
I want to hear from people who disagree. Maybe I'll learn something, or maybe I can help them learn something.
He'll have a few more years to learn after today. In Muncie, Brent Showalter, Newslink, Indiana.
This was Governor Daniels' first visit to the Ball State campus since he took office. He did make stops in Muncie, however, during his campaign. A veteran Alexandria police officer is out on bond today after he was accused of soliciting a local woman for sex. Indiana State Police arrested 54-year-old Richard Santos Tuesday after a complaint from the woman's mother. Police say the investigation included a text message from Santos to the 18-year-old in which he offered money for a sex act.
They were able to show me things, and that's the main thing that convinced me this was going on was the text message in itself.
Santos is now on paid administrative leave. The chief has recommended Santos be fired. The Alexandria Safety Board will make the final decision on Monday. The final fugitive from the Henry County Jail escape is behind bars tonight in Florida. Roscoe Fry was the last of 4 inmates still on the run after the September 29th escape. The 24-year-old was arrested Tuesday after a phone call from a truck driver.
The caller identified himself as a truck driver, stating that he had transported a man that he identified as Roscoe Fry from Indiana to Florida, and while en route to Florida, he admitted that he had escaped from the Henry County Jail.
Fry waived extradition. A Henry County deputy will fly to Florida to bring him back. A Ball State professor made history last night. Newslink Indiana's Veronica Lytle shows us how this broadcast pioneer made his way into the Hall of Fame.
The Indiana broadcast pioneers are honored to accept Dave Smith, an all-around good guy and my big brother, into the Indiana Broadcasters Hall of Fame.
A night to celebrate for Ball State's Dave Smith. The telecommunications professor was the center of attention at his induction into the Hall of Fame, but familiar faces were there to ease him through the night.
I think it's nice to be a little bit nervous because, you can, providing, of course, you can turn that energy into something that's positive, which I intend to do.
The Indiana Broadcast Association conference ran all day today, ending in an elaborate dinner honoring Ball State's own Dave Smith. From his first job in radio in Bloomington to Channel 8 in Indianapolis, Smith enjoys the behind-the-scenes work.
Production and programming. I found a lot of things to do that were extremely interesting to me.
As well as the spotlight.
So I've always enjoyed being in front of the camera and doing things in a creative way.
I can't wait for our children and grandchildren to hear this because I'm not sure they know how much he has done.
But despite all he has done, Smith says he loves teaching the most and is comfortable enough to joke about it.
Well, I enjoyed the commercial world. The people in academia are so much nicer.
And Smith plans to continue to make students laugh for years to come. In Indianapolis, Veronica Lytle, Newslink, Indiana.
Dave Smith is still active in broadcasting and is currently finishing the editing of his new book, Hoosiers in Hollywood. Now here's Ina Segal with a look at our forecast. Ina, it has been downright chilly lately. Are we going to see any warm-up?
Well, Abby, I do have some good news for you. We are going to see a warm-up heading into the weekend, but I'll get to that in just a minute. Here's a shot today in Alexandria. What a nice day to get outside and harvest some corn. Although some areas did see some peaks of sunshine today, the clouds kept our temperatures down. We only hit a high temperature of 51 degrees today. We should be at 60 for this time of year, and today marks the 7th day in a row that we are below average. We will be seeing some light rain entering our forecast area tonight into tomorrow, but we will be seeing a gradual warm-up heading into our weekend. Here's the past couple hours. These are the clouds that moved into the forecast area, and this is what's keeping our temperatures down for today. And there's that weak disturbance. This is what's going to be giving us some light rain showers today into tomorrow night. Here's a closer look. These are the clouds that just moved into the area, and they're going to be in the area into Thursday morning. However, it's going to push off, leaving us with clear conditions into Friday morning. And Friday morning, we're going to be seeing clear skies, and there is a potential for frost once again. But for tonight, we are going to be seeing a low of 37 degrees in Muncie. Indianapolis is looking at a high of 38, and Bloomington at 36 degrees. Tomorrow, temperatures are going to warm up just a little bit. We are seeing a high temperature of 53 degrees in the capital city, Muncie 52. Up in South Bend, they're looking at 51 degrees. For tonight, a low 37 degrees. For tonight, we're looking at patchy frost developing in areas that are not going to see the clouds. They will see the frost. Low 37 once again, winds out of the north. Heading into tomorrow, we're seeing a high 52 degrees, winds out of the north. Light showers due to a weak disturbance. And we should be at 60 for this time of year, but we are at 50 degrees. The 5-day forecast is showing that warm-up heading into Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, high 60, mostly sunny conditions. And Sunday, look at that, 65 degrees. That's a little bit above average for this time of year. So, and Friday, a great outlook for the weekend because a gradual warm-up heading into the weekend. So
it definitely looks like we're going to have a very nice weekend.
It certainly does, Abby.
Well, thanks, Ina. Recent disasters have meant a financial strain for charities like Second Harvest of East Central Indiana, which helps close to 49,000 people. Second Harvest has delivered to food pantries since the mid-'80s. A recent addition, the tailgating program, which delivers fresh produce to needy families. But money problems will meet an end this week for the program.
It's really a great way to reach out into the community, and they really took us up on the offer to do tailgates. It expanded so fast that it exceeded our revenues. We just could not bring enough money in to keep that program going.
The tailgating program accounts for about 20% of the food sent out. Fall break means time away from campus for many students, but not everyone can head home for time with family and friends. Newslink Indiana's Colleen Borman shows us how local families serve up a special treat for those left behind.
Here's the lasagna. Woohoo!
Jan Pearson cooks up her famous lasagna and garlic bread for 3 strangers.
It's amazing. Sometimes you think maybe it'll be uncomfortable, they won't know what to say.
But after a short prayer,
In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
These strangers find they have a lot to say.
Is it okay to put your salad on your plate, or would you
Oh, that's fine.
Pearson and 40 other families open their doors and their ovens for the Ball State football players.
Probably the best meal I've had in about a couple months. I mean, we haven't had home cooking in a long time.
While most students are on fall break, locks and gates cut off all food for these players. But thanks to the Pearson family.
Okay, we got Pepsi, Mountain Dew, milk. Milk, yeah, you wanted milk.
The players get a delicious treat while making new friends in the community.
Delicious, obviously.
And if they eat their vegetables, they'll get a little treat. In Yorktown, Colleen Borman, Newslink, Indiana.
Cardinal Cooks is put on by the Cardinal Varsity Club, who has sponsored the event for nearly 15 years. And that is NewslinkIndiana.com. To get more local news about local people 24 hours a day, join us again tomorrow right here at NewslinkIndiana.com.